Hello, this is Thomas from Fourerr.com. Fourerr is the leading online marketplace where you can buy microchips for only $4. In today's show we are going to see how you as a buyer can make best use of Fourerr, how you can get the most out of Fourerr and how you can profit the most. Okay, so let's have a quick overview of all the things we will be discussing today. We will be looking at how actually Fourerr works. We also will be looking at why you should be using Fourerr and what exactly you can buy on Fourerr. How you go about searching for the services you are in need and finding the right quality. Once you found the right quality microchips, you want to communicate with your seller, and we will be looking at the internal messaging system. We'll be looking at the buying process and the order and the completion. Okay, so let's get straight into it because we have plenty to discuss today. So how does it all work? Well, on Fourerr you can buy microchips. And microchips, they are well-defined services or products, and they are delivered in a defined time period. So somebody will provide to you something in a predefined time period. So this is a different approach than freelancing. Yeah, whereas freelancing, you pay someone on an hourly basis, but in this case the seller actually dictates what he will be providing and when he will be providing it. So as a buyer, you need to be aware of that, and you need to find a microjob, or you need to find a gig and a seller you like, and then place an order. You pay for your gig using your PayPal account or a credit card. Fourerr will then hold the money into escrow, so your safety is guaranteed, your money is safe. The seller will not get his hands on the money until you are happy with the order. Furthermore, you can track the seller's progress, communicate and exchange files, and you can receive your finished work. If you're not happy with the finished work, you can request for fixes from the seller if it is not exactly what you wanted, or maybe it is not as described. Once you are happy with the delivered service, you can provide feedback on the seller, you can provide also feedback on the gig. And then once everything is over, you can share your happiness with the world, or if you're not happy, well, share it as well with the world. Why not? Yeah. So why should you be using Fourerr? Well, Fourerr is a low-cost online marketplace where microchips are 20% cheaper than Fiverr. We also have the quickest customer support department out there, and we have a very straightforward buying process. So in addition, we have a great choice of quality gigs. There is no automated process where sellers submit a gig and it gets automatically approved. No, we do verify every single gig, every single title, description and picture before we place this online. In addition, it's a business operated in the United Kingdom, and we do this type of service already for the last two years. So I think these are enough reasons why you should be using Fourerr.com. Okay, so what can you buy on Fourerr? Well, on Fourerr you can buy almost everything. We have more than 30,000 gigs at some point online, and that ranges from various type of services. You can buy time for virtual assistants, you can buy Facebook likes, Twitter followers, YouTube views, banners and graphics, written articles, brand and website promotion, programming tasks, targeted online advertising space, and all kinds. In addition, you can find all kind of social marketing type of activities around backlinking, press releases, WordPress installations, video creations, and so on and so forth. And then we come to the the fun, the silly, and the bizarre stuff. So why not having someone to sing happy birthday on perhaps Madison Avenue for you in the snow? Why not? You will find people on Fourerr who can provide you with such a service. Holding a sign of your company on a lovely beach in the Seychelles? Why not? Or provide you with a diet plan. Maybe you want to know the meaning of your name, or you want to have your horoscope read to you every single day. Maybe you want someone to sing in a video to you, or maybe to your loved one. This is all possible on Fourerr. With so many gigs on our website, we need to provide you with the right services in order to search for the microjobs in the least time. So we have provided the capabilities so you can search for microjobs based upon the tags that sellers are adding to their microjobs. You can also search for particular words or keywords in the title, and you can narrow your search down by category, and you can search inside the description. Furthermore, you can even filter things like the ratings, whether the seller is has a verified account on Fourerr. So we provide you with the tools in order to find the best microjob. So now we found the right microjob, so we have narrowed down the list of services that are made to your needs. But how can we now ensure that we have found a service that provides the correct and right quality that you are after? So in order to verify those things, we have given you a number of things you can look at. You can look at the ratings the seller has received. You can also look at whether this particular seller is a top seller or not. Is it a new seller, or is it a top seller? I.e., has he sold already a lot of microjobs on Fourerr? Only then he will receive the top seller badge. Also look at the verified account. So in order for a seller to become verified, he or she needs to provide us with his passport, his proof of address. So people who are passing this on to us are serious. They are not there just to mess around, and they have been verified by our customer support department. So select one of those people and you are guaranteed to get a good service. From time to time, we go around and we look at some microjobs which we believe that are worthwhile looking at, and we place them into the editor's pick. So there is a particular filter which you can click on, which brings up all the gigs that we have selected for you. Also look at the popularity. There are other buyers out there which have flagged up certain microjobs and checked them whether they were popular or not. Look also at the date when a microjob has been published. Was it been published last year? Then I would say go for that one, because if it's still online, that means there has been activity, because we remove all gigs that have not received any inactivity for a certain period. Look at the featured gigs. Sellers need to pay for to make their gig featured, so they have to pay something. So somebody had to pay for it, and therefore they must be serious. Likewise for highlighted gigs, those people have paid quite a substantial amount in order to make sure that their gig either gets featured or highlighted, and therefore they must be serious. So these are a number of things you can look at in order to ensure that you have found a microjob of the right quality. Okay, we found the right microjob now. Let's see how the seller can communicate with us. So there's a mechanism on Fourerr that you can communicate internally with the seller. You can ask him specific questions, either about himself or about the services he provides. Can he provide you with some references? Maybe he can provide you with previous work that can count for you. Okay, the buying process on Fourerr, we have kept this deliberately very simple. You select your gig. Once you're happy with the gig, you click on order, you use your PayPal account or your Payzo account or even your account balance on Fourerr. You pay for it, you fill in the details for the seller. Sometimes the seller needs additional information for you and you submit. That's all there is to it. Very simple. Okay, so now the seller goes away. He will then provide you with the service that you asked for. And if you're happy with your order, you can complete the order. You have to review the order, obviously. You need to look at perhaps the attachments or whatever the seller has done for you. And only when you are fully 100% happy and not a single moment earlier, you complete the order, and then you can provide the seller with positive feedback. And if you're really happy with the order, well, share this particular gig with the world. If you're not happy with the order, well, don't despair. We have put a lot of things in place, so we don't pass on the money to the seller. First of all, we would urge you to request for the changes from the seller. Provide him maybe with more details so he know exactly what to do and how to correct and how to make you happy. If you're still not happy with the order, well, go for a rejection. Just reject the order, and after a period of time, our system will automatically cancel the order, unless the seller provides you again with a revised version of his service. And if you both can agree upon a cancellation, request for mutual cancellation, but do not complete the order. Completing the order means for Fourerr that you were happy with the service, and that the money will then, after a clearance period, will go to the seller. So avoid this. If you're not happy, just request for mutual cancellation or reject the order. And if you still cannot agree on a suitable way forward, contact the Fourerr help desk. So that's it for today, for today's show, and I think we have explained you exactly how you can make best use of Fourerr as a buyer. We demonstrated how Fourerr works, why you should be using Fourerr, what type of microjobs you can buy on Fourerr, how to go about and finding the right quality and finding the correct microjob on Fourerr.com, how to communicate with your seller, and how to actually place an order on Fourerr, and then complete the order if you're happy with it. Okay, so head over to Fourerr.com, create an account if you're not yet a member. Once you are a member, search for a microjob that's of any interest to you. Look at it, follow the guidelines we've discussed today. Make sure that you check out both the microjob and the seller. And why not place the first order today? After all, it's only $4, and if you're not happy with the order, you know what to do. Reject it or request for mutual cancellation. I hope you enjoyed the show today, and if you have any further questions, well, why not contact us either on our blog, Facebook, help desk, or perhaps by email, or leave us a comment over here. This was Thomas from Fourerr.com. Thanks for listening.